Hello, everyone. Um, a good evening to you all. I hope everyone is doing fine, and welcome to our. This must be the third. Yeah, welcome to our third Zoom session. Today we're discussing about the double top and double bottom. So, briefly, let me talk about the a simple origin about this. So, so we have two ways we trade the markets. Okay, if you went through the baby pips course, it's a free website with a lot of forex basics and information. You must have found that the two types of analysis affiliated with the forex market. The first one is technical analysis, and the second one being fundamental analysis. Okay, so what is technical analysis? Technical analysis is an analyzing format of the market where we use features that are involved inside the market structure, right? So we're going to look we're going to look deeper into the charts and find out recurring patterns, recurring trends, okay, things we can use uh, before we make a decision on whether to take a trade or not. Okay, so the second being fundamental analysis. So what is fundamental analysis? Fundamental analysis is it's trading based off the news. Okay. So we have major market events. So this is technical analysis. Today we are going to look at a feature under technical analysis, a very basic pattern known as the double top and the double bottom. Okay. So fundamental analysis, this is news. This is more like give an example. Um, let's say the US is hit with a war outbreak. Let's say they're fighting with Iraq or something. There are bombings here and there within the US. This not only weakens the economy, but it makes people fear to trade with them. Okay? So what happens? The value of the US dollar, which is the major player, major controller of the forex market, first of all, and also the base currency of the United States. So what happens is it loses value and nobody wants to trade with it. So depending on the time of the event, uh, people are going to pull out. Okay, people would like to pull out. People would not like to trade the dollar at that particular time. Okay, so what you might see if you're trading the news, you would like to avoid trading certain pairs upon big news, major news events regarding them. Okay, so we shall talk about that later. Uh, Today, we rather would like to look into the double top and the double bottom and the technical analysis. Okay, so this happens on the chart. Yeah, so I would like to go there as fast as I can. So let me briefly talk about what is the double top and what is the double bottom. So the double top it has an M shape and it indicates a bearish reversal. Okay, so let me try to make a simple drawing. So guys, this is a small example of a double top being formed. What's the characteristic feature of the double top? These are the two tops we're talking about. This point and this point. Okay? Yeah, so once you notice this, you need to know how to trade it. The idea has to come to your mind that this is a potential. Actually, this is a double top formation, so it's a potential setup for a sell. So a double top, we sell below the neckline. So both the double top and the double bottom have a similar thing in common, which is known as the neckline, and it is the point below which or above which we sell. So in a double top, we sell below the neckline, and in a double bottom, we sell above the neckline. So this is a double top. Let me slightly adjust it. I mean, yeah. So this is very this is very this is very straightforward. So this line here is the neckline, okay, for a double top. So your selling point would be here, okay? Yeah. So the reverse is true. If we're dealing with a double bottom, this it's going to be the mirror of this. This whole thing is going to be mirrored. So a double bottom will look something like this. So what is a double bottom? A double bottom is it's a W shape and it indicates bullish price movement. Okay, so in this case, we want to buy above the neckline. Okay, so the neckline connects, you're going to connect the lows and highs formed depending on the structure. All right, so let's straight away move to the charts and see whether we can have an example and see whether it holds, whether it's valid. Hmm. So guys, yesterday we learned how to customize charts or chart layout depend according to how you want them to appear, according to your preference. So I'm hoping you guys tried that out immediately after the session, those of you who are able to attend it. So I'm going to reset this chart. You always right click and then if you want to remove drawings, after right click, the option is there. So I've removed all drawings. So which pair is this? You have to look at the top left. This is the CHF SGD, that's the Swiss franc trading against the Singapore dollar on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, so guys, remember we we have basic time frames we're going to deal with. We deal with the monthly, the weekly, the daily, 4 hour, and 1 hour. So an important thing you have to know is that about these time frames is the bigger the time frame, the bigger the moves, and the bigger the profit or the bigger the loss you incur. Okay, so if your analysis is good over a bigger time frame, that means you are bound to reap more from the market than when you use a smaller time frame. Okay, so it's all up to you. If you spot a double top or a double bottom on a big time frame, it means it's going to uh, if it breaks below or above the neckline, it's going to drop for a longer period of time or rise for a longer period of time, and it significantly will go along with a greater number of pips. All right. So patterns are easier to see on smaller time frames. So in this case, I would like to go with the 1 hour. Hopefully, we can find some points on the 1 hour. Okay, so let me go full screen. The option to go full screen is on the right, just before the publish button. Okay, this option, full screen, so because we want to be able to see everything. So let me zoom out and okay. So here we are. If you can't see it, you don't force it. Okay. Okay, I think I've seen something like a double top somewhere on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, I don't know whether you guys can see it. It's very small, but it holds. Okay. So this is the 1 hour. So I would like to talk about this point. Hopefully you can all see this point. Okay. We see price rising. Okay, so price came from a downtrend. It kept on falling, forming lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and then it decided to change course from here. Okay, so it formed a new low, after which it broke above the previous high, and then already you know this is a characteristic of an uptrend. Yeah, so and then we reach this point. So this is the point I want to talk about because I believe we have the the double top pattern we've been talking about. So you notice that price formed a new high here. Okay, let me point it out. Price formed a new high here. Okay, so price dropped. It formed a new low. This low, this is a higher low. Or this higher high. Okay, so if this uptrend was to continue, price obviously has to break above the previous high, which is this one. But as you can see, price failed to do that. All right. Once it reached here, the level still held, okay? One second. Let me use a line instead. So once it reached here, the level still held. Price failed to break above the new high point, okay? And you notice that it's literally at the same level. So once the tops are only two, you need to look out uh, for a neckline forming below, just below the low, the previous low for this high, okay, which is this one. So this is known as a wick. So it still holds till this point, okay. So we take it till this candle, okay. So price is doing something more like this. It moved like this, and then it dropped, okay, came up again, and then dropped. Okay, so we have a double top formation forming here, and based on what we just discussed, we're going to sell right below it. Okay, so this is the neckline. This is the neckline for the double top. So guys, this is on a 1 hour, so if it was on a bigger time frame, it would hold for a bigger time. Okay. So I would like you to sell at this point. So this would be a selling point. And as you can see, price followed trend. It indeed fell below the neckline. So price fell for about 173 pips. So if you traded this pattern, you'll be able to catch that. Okay. Yeah. So that's the double top. So let's look for a double bottom. Let's try to see whether we can have a double bottom. So let's go to the left to the left side of this chart. So for a double bottom, we are basically buying. Okay, we are basically buying. Okay, this is buying territory. So we found one here. So guys, it doesn't exactly have to be accurate, but yeah, just a small example. These guys are late. Okay, I didn't want to. I saw this. I didn't want to use it, but let me go to a different currency pair. So let's look at this. So here we're trading the GBP USD. So I want to focus this. Price fell, and then you notice that a new low was formed here. Okay, and then price rose up again. It failed to break the previous high, which is this one. Sorry, that's the previous low. So a new high was formed, and then the high formed a new low. But what do you notice? Price failed to break past the previous low, which is this one. So this is an indication that price is likely to turn, the trend is likely to shift, okay? So where do you want to buy from? I think you can see the neckline would be this joint here. So I plot a small neckline here. So this would be our neckline. So joining these two lows formed, okay? So where would you buy from? Your buying point would be right here. Right here. So if I plot a horizontal line across it, you would buy at the price 1.18891. Okay, so whoever bought, and for precise trading, where do you first take profit? Price usually, whenever you use the strategy, price usually does hit profit symmetrically. What I mean is this range should be the same. So it should mirror this range. So the number of pips you may be between here and here should be the same. So price went till here. So you can see we were able to, you're able to make about 539 pips on this if you traded using this strategy. So guys, that's it about double tops and double bottoms, and that's how you trade them. Hopefully you can practice and find some practical examples on your charts. Yeah, so please look at your charts. Remember, the bigger the time frame, the bigger the move. So I was using smaller ones for easier purposes. So that's it for today. I hope I added something to your FX knowledge. Guys, that's it. Goodbye.
Hey, Tamari.
What's up?
Great, Omani.
What?
I was like saying, I thought you were still explaining.
Oh, no. I'm done.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
Now, there are times when price does this exact thing